Sorry guys, I realized my audio was still muted. You missed absolutely everything. I was saying we're in the Airbus A320 today by fly-by-wire. I'm not sure if I'm still on the stable of the development version, but I guess we'll find out. We're going Denver to Salt Lake City today in the beautiful Microsoft Flight Simulator. I already powered the plane up, was getting the weights and balances all figured out and the fuel loaded in, and now we're doing the flight plan. So we just initialized the flight plan. IRS is already aligned. So we're going to go ahead and over to Init B and put in our block fuel, which is 5.6 tons. And zero fuel weight, center of gravity. Let's auto calculate it. We'll stick that in there. And then we're going to go back up to flight plan and set up our departure. So, let me check on the chart real quick. The flight plan, sorry. And see where we're coming out of. So, we're going to take runway 25. And Zimmer 2 on the departure. Transition of the CHNGY. Insert that. Clear that user waypoint. Okay, come on down here. SLC. Arrival. .34 right. Lehigh 5. Arrival. And oh, let me check. I don't have any vias. Okay. EKR transition, that is correct. Set that. That's what I like to see. No weird USR waypoint from that bug that's on here. Okay, that's looking good. All right. Go ahead and film the data on the perf page. So V1 is 131, V2 132, sorry, VR 132, and V2 is 136. Transition 18,000. Flap 1 takeoff. Full toga. Okay. And cruising altitude today, let's get that in there, is flight level 340.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space.
TA.
If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack,
on the ATC panel,
you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plane side to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you, place them directly on the floor, or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
Okay, now that's out of the way. Pretty much, so we got flight directors on. Bring up our backup HSI. Go ahead and set speed brake. We'll set the auto brake once we get everything started and start taxiing out. We're pretty much set. As I'll go ahead and get the APU started, so let's get the master switch on. Come down here, wait for flap to open. Once we get that indication, we can continue with the start procedure. Flap open, okay. Again, let's come back up here and hit the start button. EGT is rising, N1 is rising. And then we should, as that fully starts, there's a click right there. There's another one, and we should get an avail light up here, and then we can hit the bleed and turn off ground power. Oh, I want to hit that when I hit APU bleed. There we go. And get rid of ground power. There we go. Shift it over. Okay. Only thing I gotta do now before we call for pushback is get the weather in here. I don't know why I have to log back into this thing every time. We'll come to the dashboard. We'll hit from sim brief. Get rid of that. We're already filled up. And zoom in here, and it's A320 on the altimeter. Okay. We're very much set. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Baggage is already gone. The F door is already closed. Let's close the forward door and get rid of passenger loading, because we're already done pretty much. Oh, look at that. AI traffic right there in the sky. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get the pushback tug out here. I was on the right tab to begin with, so call tug. Okay. We're pretty much ready for pushback.
just a few moments, we'll be showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisle to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi out. Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is Susan. I'm your purser for today's flight, along with Charles in the economy cabin. We do welcome you aboard.
Starting engine 2.
At Delta, we think our world feels smaller when you get out in it. That's why the best men and women in the business work each day to take you to the people, places, and cultures that make this world such an amazing place. Bringing the world closer together, one flight at a time.
We are a planet of amazing differences.
One of cultures and ideas that span our world and link us each to
Let's
another.
just stop it right there.
Whoever you are,
Wherever you're going,
we are proud to fly you there.
because the first step towards connection,
Is departure.
welcome aboard. And thanks for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers
Right,
and
engine
crew.
one.
So, before we depart,
Please pay attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the business class cabin, secure your shoulder harness by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, remove the metal tip and allow the shoulder harness to retract. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air.
For
Good
everyone's
startup of
safety,
engines.
federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted
Perhaps
placards
one.
and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
There are 8 exits on this plane.
Done with the APU.
8 doors,
Taxi light on.
4 on each side. Each door has used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Please note that exit signs on this airplane identify each exit with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Locate the exit nearest you using these green symbols, keeping in mind the nearest exit might be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks.
All right, let's go
If this
taxi out of
happens,
runway
reach up and
25.
Pull the mask or red streamer towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
a water evacuation is also unlikely. But just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the business class or Delta Premium Select cabin, life vests are located either in a compartment adjacent to your seat or under your armrest. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level.
A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or less.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and your tray table is put away. If you're seated in the business class cabin, ensure your suite door is open. Please note there is a placard on the door, visible when open, explaining how to use the suite door in case of an emergency. If you're seated in the main cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are lowered, and in the Delta Premium Select cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are raised.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we span this amazing world of ours, we celebrate all the connections, Thank you for choosing Delta to be a part of your journey.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
Okay. I have to taxi around back past some of the terminals. We pushed back and Toad pointed us in the wrong direction. But that's okay. Continue taxiing out. Come down TCAS, ATC panel, TARA down here. Max auto brake. That's cool, watching a plane come into land. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Hey, Josh. I figure out what direction I'm turning in. I should have turned back there. I am like drunk taxiing today. Okay, almost at the runway. Okay. Alright. Nose lights to take off. Landing lights on. Runway turn-offs on. Strobes on. Wing light doesn't need to be on. And we are set. Alright. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Roll up to 50%. And toga. Rotate. Positive right, gear up. Immediate turn to the right. positive speed. Okay, and we can pull back the throttles. Climb power set. Autopilot 1 active. Flaps up. Being a little weird, it should be climbing a lot quicker than it is. Manually tell it to climb. Yeah, I don't think I switched the version back that I was running on this aircraft. Let's get rid of speed brakes. Rest of the lights can come off. The landing lights can stay on. Make sure we're set to open climb. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMall members and
You'll get your snacks as soon as it's safe.
Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff.
You missed the flight I did the other day.
Where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
So, with that out of the way, snacks are coming. I did a EasyJet flight yesterday and the day before. You missed them both. You can watch the re-recording if you want. The Paris to Gatwick, and I also did Gatwick to Belfast. Up, paying attention. Standing on the barrow, landing lights can come off above 10,000. Good. Paris one was pretty good, but at the end my performance kind of sucked, so I don't know how the land will look. It was kind of glitching out. The one the day before was pretty good. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. Into the clouds we go. For some reason, I can only see the Facebook chat like on my phone. I don't know if anybody else is trying to chat from anything else, but it's not coming up. Let me try to bring it up in a different window. Yeah, go ahead and try to type something again. Anything. I want to see if it'll come up on here. Oh man, we need icing. We're getting into those clouds. Yeah, it didn't come up. It come up on my phone. I have the chat just up on my phone as I'm flying. But it didn't come up on the computer. I don't know if it's a Facebook thing or what, but the chat isn't coming up. Now, with Twitch and YouTube, I don't know, because I don't know who's watching on there. Yeah, I think so. It said something about read only, but I don't know. Because usually if you type anything in chat, it will come up on the stream as well. But Facebook's a new thing. And just a hot tip, if you pull it up on Twitch especially, the quality is so much better. So you should consider downloading like the Twitch app, and I can give you my ID. It's just IFR Simulations to subscribe if you want, or to follow. And following will help me get to that goal of 50. Dang, I forgot to start the clock. Oh well, that's okay. Well, we're looking good. Just go to the App Store and download the Twitch app, and then type in IFR Simulations, all one word, and then you can hit the follow, and then you can watch on there, and you can watch in full 1080p. I think YouTube's only, Facebook's only 720p. So I am still on the stable version of this aircraft, which I wanted to switch back to the developer one. But that's okay, we'll manage. It's like clouds, but it's like foggy clouds, if that makes sense. Like foggy with cloud. I don't think we're gonna hit any crazy weather on this flight, though. Alright! Hey! Princess Victoria, that must be you. Hi! So now if you type there, now I can see you said Boolal. And it come up on that screen too. So no matter what you type, it pops up on that. Okay, so we have 299 miles to go. That's okay. Everything's looking good. I did! They're already out. Did you not hear the announcements? As soon as it's safe to get up. Yeah, I'll ding. Look, I'll ding them for you. There, is that better? But I can't turn your seatbelts off until they're done, so you're gonna have to tell me when that is. You notice like the wings, the engines are like, it's a dirty plane. Like all around the edges here and stuff, it needs cleaning. Okay, you hear the engine throttle back? We're at cruising altitude. Okay, I'm going to turn the seatbelts off. We're pretty much there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. For your safety, we do recommend that you keep them on as we can get unexpected turbulence. Thank you.
That flickering though that you're seeing, I've been trying to fix that. That's annoying. The flickering like on the texture around the window. Excuse me. Okay, I think we're pretty much above the clouds. I'm gonna turn off the anti-ice. You should get Graham to download the Twitch app too and follow. If he has Twitch. If he doesn't, get him to create one. What do you think of the graphics? Full course on a flight that's like 90 minutes long? Yeah, right. You're gonna get chips, what you call crisps, and soda. what you call pop. That's it. Maybe some peanuts. Okay. Alright, let me check. I'm gonna try something out here. Not working. Let me try that again. Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's see where we are. All right. So we're like a quarter of the way. That's our approach and arrival. All right. Hey, 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 Mr. Himes, how's it going? 747? No, I don't have a good 747 for this sim. And that's yeah, for long haul mostly. Do you get meals in first class on very short flights? I know, I'd like to do that. You know, not just fly on a computer one day. How is it looking, like, visually, like, quality-wise? I don't just mean the scenery, I mean it's streaming okay? That question is mainly directed at Mr. Himes. Are you still current on that, or on your private pilot's license, or do you have any, like, any rating, an instrument rating or anything, or are you just visual? The best thing that this sim is for, apparently, is, like, doing VFR stuff. And there is a couple of VFR aircrafts. There's, like, a TBM and a couple of Cessnas and some of this stuff. When's the last time you flew? And how much did it cost you to get that private pilot's license? Because I hear you can do it for like 10 grand, but that's like the minimum. And usually it's a lot more than that. And then obviously your instrument rating on top of that. A good way to make some money is to, I mean, like, do like flight get your CFI rating, do flight instructor stuff. Yeah, I think it's even more expensive now. That's a lot of freaking money. 69K. 70 grand pretty much. And the funny thing is as a pilot to like a regional, if you would like to get on with like a local regional, I found out like, is it like starting out you only make like 60, 70 grand tops. And then you could work your way up from there. So you're getting into a ton of debt for that, and then you got to try to make it back to pay off those loans and stuff, and you're not making as much as I would have thought. But I mean, I don't know, once you get to you know, a captain and you get onto bigger airlines, I'm sure you can make a lot more. But it surprised me that it's under 100 grand for any kind of flying. Yeah, so, dang, that's $87,000 to get a pilot's license and to get all your ratings. We're going into some more clouds. What's the temperature out there? You know, just to be safe, let's turn the ice back on. Dang. 40 to 50. That's crazy. I would have thought it would have paid a lot more, considering what you have to spend to get into it in the first place and how valuable pilots are these days. JetBlue pilots make 166K. Wow. That first officer or captain? Goes up a lot more in year 2, year 3. Wow. And JetBlue is like, they're a big carrier, but they're not like the major. So imagine if you got on with somebody like American or United and did, you know, the cross-Atlantic stuff, or, you know, to different countries. I bet they do, yeah. Delta's a big one. Especially if you flew like a 777 or something like that. What is a 787 now? SkyWest, they're like, is it Delta they're owned by? They're like the regional leg of Delta, or is that, or SkyWest another airline altogether? The graphics on the outside of that is so cool with the reflections. Affiliated with Delta, American, United. Yeah, I think that might be right. Yeah, because then you fly like one of the CRJs. To 47 an hour, dang. If you picked up like a couple of flights a day and, you know, be at the airport, you know, 3 hours before the flight, figure, you know, 2 or 3 hours in the air and then an hour or two on the ground, and you did a couple of those, you'd be making a lot of money. Oh, okay. 66 hours in the air, and that's not including on the ground. When do they start counting that? Is it from the minute that you get into the flight deck, or only once you're in the air? Oh, I just noticed. I gotta get this prepped. Okay. Alright, Q&H. Get over here. You know, and if we weren't like flying on one of the online networks, what are you doing? Dang. Threw the plane around. It was a little above altitude. Yeah, I need to switch the version back that I'm running on. Okay, 2999. I don't need the A. 2999. Dang it. I gotta slow down a little bit. Temperature 28. Wind 320 at 14 knots. Transition in the United States 18,000. One too many zeros. Minimums, I was in here the other night, 200 on a Cat 1. Okay, because of the lack of descent capabilities in this particular version of the aircraft, I have to manually calculate it out. It's not fully implemented yet. So let's check the old chart real quick. starter down 19. I don't want to go below that. I spent all that dead training. The first year you don't make as much. That's what I thought. I thought pilots like made at least 100K. Alright, man. Talk to you later. Peace out. Okay, we're now descending. We're going to go to now 19,000. I don't want to go below that because of the mountain ranges, and there's a minimum specified altitude constraints that are no lower than that. I don't want to hit a mountain. Let me pull this back up real quick. So, right here, expecting runways 16, right, 17. We're actually probably can go a little lower than that. Let me see. Forgot what runway. Because we're going 34 right. So, 30, expecting landing north, expect 16,000. 34 left, 34 right. So we can actually come back out of here. Actually drop this down to 16,000. Make sure that ice is on. Okay. We'll just glide on down. Once I get done with this flight, I gotta go work. But when I don't know, it's getting pretty late, but when I get back, I think I'm gonna do like a nighttime flight. I haven't decided west or east coast yet. Anyway. Yeah, I want to, but for the very reason of those things we talked about, the money side of things makes it almost impossible to reach that goal right now. But I think if doing flight simulator stuff's really gotta help. Yeah, the lighting in this new simulator is freaking amazing. One day, I just have to compel a bank to want to loan me, what, $80,000? And then spend the rest of my life paying it back. It is coming to Xbox. It's on, I actually get it through the Xbox like subscription thing to the App Store. I don't know if that's different to Game Pass, but I know it is coming to Xbox if it's not there already. I'd be curious to what it's like on that. Anyway, let's Yeah, we're a little ways out. Yeah, we descended pretty early, but I'd rather be ahead of it than behind it. Do terrain on ND. I don't want to hit a mountain. Yeah, I mean, I figure even if I just got a private and a CFI rating, I guess that would mean I'm up in the air flying. Or if I just got a private pilot's with a commercial endorsement, I wouldn't be flying for airlines, but at least I'd be flying. I am a pilot. I want air miles. I think you and your family, your like immediate family, get like free buddy passes or something like that. So you get like free flights. Okay, we just come out of transition. Oh, that was not what I wanted to adjust. And it was 29999. And then if we get too close to these mountains, we have terrain on ND enabled, so we'll get indication on here, but I think we're fine. They look closer than they actually are. Didn't mean to do that. Air traffic control. Let's speak to you on here. Yes. You can sign on to. There's a couple of networks. There's Pilot Edge. There's VATSIM, IVAO. If you sign in, it's like a realistic air traffic control with other planes in the air and stuff like that. But I want to get a few flights under my belt before I start trying to handle that at the same time. I mean, I've done quite a few, but it's stressful trying to do air traffic control. And I guess just like real life, they simulate it as real as possible, and if you screw up, like, they grill you about it. Crash for fun? Nah, not really. I mean, when I first tried the sim, just because I wanted to see what the effects were. Okay, so ice not detected, so we can come up here and turn off anti-ice. Control a high stress job, yeah, I can imagine. You can tell even on the simulated air traffic control that people log into and do. You can tell, like, you can hear the stress in their voices. Especially when it's like a big event that they do, because they do these events where they have a bunch of air traffic controllers that I mean, they essentially volunteer to do air traffic control, and then you get a bunch of planes all taking off from the same airport. It can be quite stressful. I've looked at some of those YouTube videos of people streaming with tons and tons of planes, you know, to the point where they're having to line up and wait on taxiways and on the runway with lots and lots of stuff going on. And it's really realistic and a lot of fun, but I can imagine it's pretty stressful. I think especially you should go to Flight Simulator 98 sometime. I don't even think I have it. I don't even think it would run. This is like Flight Simulator 2002 or 2004. That would probably, but 98? Dang. Like the old days. Yeah, be kind of sucky though. I wouldn't want to do like a flight with this terrible graphics and unsimulated planes. There's a couple of videos out there showing of how far we've come from the old days of like Flight Simulator 98 up until now. Back off on the range on the Indy a little bit. You're responsible for the safety of as many lives, yeah. In this case, many virtual lives. But no, I try not to deliberately crash. I just find no fun. I spent all that time configuring things and getting flight plans in there, and to then crash, it just sucks. Old PC, you can do it. Yeah, but I had an old PC with like Windows 98 on it. You know, if I'd done this flight like a couple of months earlier, a couple of months, there'd like be snow-capped mountains and everything. It would be covered in snow. This thing simulates snow as well, really, really well. And the weather system is incredible, like when it's raining and there's a storm. Remember when you said the whole night about 15 flying planes on Flight Simulator? Yeah. I've done this for a lot of years, and then I stopped, and then I don't even know how I got back into it again. Times have changed, but I never, like, the love of flying and the love of flight simulation and flight in real life has never gone away. And then I became an IT guy instead of a pilot. Check a map. Alright, so we just entered into the arrival, into the star. So we got Nephi, Utah to the southwest a little bit, not far, and then directly north of us is Heber, if you know where any of that is. And then, yeah, directly in front of us is Provo. All places in Utah. Want a cup of coffee? Delta branded coffee? Here's another one on the other side. Yeah, you can pick it up and drink it. Just like that. Why did you moved? So you're not in Salt Lake City anymore? Get enough followers to get people to donate for you to become a pilot. It'll take a lot. I know on Twitch I have to hit 50 to have the chance to become an affiliate, but I have to meet some other requirements and then I can have subscribers. I think I get like half of the amount. But people can donate huge wads of cash, I guess, which is kind of cool. YouTube is similar, but YouTube's a lot more difficult to get to that point, but people make a full-time living off streaming, but I'm a long way from ever doing that. I mean, who knows? Saratoga Spring? Okay, yeah. So if this plane doesn't glitch out on landing. I never got a chance to switch the edition back. It seems like it's handling okay though. But I mean, I hope my performance is okay, because yesterday it was glitching out. Oh, there's the valley right ahead of us there. I wish my textures were a little bit sharper. They're a little soft to me. I gotta adjust some settings. But, yeah, I think I know what causes that. I don't know. I gotta see if I'm exhausting my video RAM on the graphics card, too. Let me see. 7.8 gigabytes out of 11. Whoa! There's another plane just shot by right there. My GPU temperature, 70 degrees. 69, 70. GPU usage 79%. CPU 55. We're doing okay. GPU is a little warmer than I would like it to be. But it's not like on fire, so yeah. Okay. We'll probably start continuing to descend. Yeah, I can see the texture loading right there. It was kind of glitchy a little bit. I don't know, once you get closer to the ground, it gets even sharper. It's when you start increasing altitude. Alright, the same plane in the distance or another aircraft? No, I think that's the same one. We're gonna be like coming in right beside him. At this point, I'm gonna turn on the landing system. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. I don't think you'd be that close in real life. The traffic, that traffic system. Oh, I was in standby. Dang. It should have alerted us. But it was in standby. Alright, set. Low order brakes, ground spoilers set for landing. Yeah, it would have been like, you know, descend or ascend or traffic. Yeah, the TCAS, but the TCAS, that switch right down here was in the off the standby position. That sucks. We didn't get a chance to experience that happening. Not that that's something that you want to hear in real life. So that I told you I put the terrain on ND. You can see like how close we are to everything around here. Oh, that's not Salt Lake. That's the other lake, Utah Lake. I think, yeah. Okay, keep her coming down. 11,000, we're getting some turbulence. We're now going to put the seatbelts on. And at this point, I'm going to have a cabin crew start to prep for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent, we request that you return to your seat and make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened low and tight across your lap. If you've taken out any carry-on items, please make sure they are safely stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin.
Okay. I think 61 is at minimum. Let me check. There we go. Yep, 6100 is our platform. Help this out, give it a bit of spoilers, speed brake. Landing lights can come on. I think that's I-15 right there, too. There's usually traffic, but sometimes it doesn't load in. But you can usually see, like, cars and stuff on the highways. So we don't need the train and ND anymore because we are in the valley, so we're not going to hit the mountains. I go ahead and arm the approach. Keep on coming down. We already captured localizer and glide slope. So no Cat 3 dual. That's what's missing on this stable edition versus the developer edition. But that's okay. So we got both glide slope and localizer. I mean, we're set pretty much. Let's put the speed brake away. Might as well put all the lights on now. And give the gap counter a ding. I think it already said to take your seats earlier. Look at that. Now that's some nice graphics. That highway is void of cars though for some reason. Oh, nope, there are some vehicles. I see some. Up, flaps full. And it's not slowing down. That's gonna be a problem. Put the gear down. I need to lose a lot of speed and fast. I didn't realize it wasn't slowing down.
1,000.
We're gonna get warnings, just so you know. Oh.
500.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah, right there. It's because we don't have full flaps.
Terrain.
There.
Too low, terrain.
Come on.
Too low, terrain.
We're in flaps
low,
3 right
terrain.
now. That is normal.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Minimum.
Oh, crap. Wow.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard.
Whoa!
Retard.
Ah, damn it.
Retard.
Damn it,
Retard.
damn it, damn it.
Retard.
We are dead. Oh, damn. I should have switched the version of the aircraft. Damn it. Ah, it's because I'm running that stable version that's missing some things, and it didn't didn't slow down quick enough. It didn't line us up properly. If that were real life, we'd be dead. Whoa! You just see that? There was another plane. So much for realism. Let's just set the parking brake real quick. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Nose to taxi. Runway turn-offs. That was horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry about killing you right there. It is a flight simulator, so I guess you're still alive. No, you can't have your money back. Still alive, barely. Damn it, that sucked. It's because this is the version of the plane I'm running. Still made for some entertainment, I guess, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft passes departure.
Remain in your seat? You got thrown out of your seat.
Seatbelt sign. This will be your only indication that it's safe to stand and gather your personal belongings. All seats caution you open the overhead bins. These items do have a tendency to shift during flight.
They definitely shifted.
If you wish to use your cell phone, it is now safe for you to do so. As a reminder, your laptop computer must remain stowed until we're parked at the gate. It has certainly been our pleasure bringing you today. Looks like you have an absolutely gorgeous day ahead of you. We certainly hope when your future plans call for your travel that you'll once again select Delta Airlines. Thank you and have a great time here.
Character blonde lady back here with a broken leg. We need ambulance assistance. Okay. Other than the obvious of almost like crashing and dying, pretty much, how did the I'm not gonna say how did the landing look, but did it glitch out or was it smooth? Was it a smooth crash landing? I mean, I'm trying to figure if it glitched out like it did yesterday. It was a lovely, bumpy, smooth landing. So there should have been a thing on the screen that said what the landing rate was. Does anybody remember what that number was? I don't know if the box popped up or not. It should have, but I can't see it on my end. see a couple of gates over there. This is what's really difficult to do. Dang it! There's a plane right there. Guess we'll go to the next one then. How did I not see the gigantic plane right there? Let's see if I can at least nail this. Got it! Oh, we forgot to start the APU. A taxi beacon. Actually go straight to ground power. We don't need the APU. Okay, engines off. And whoa, okay. That was weird. Belts off. Apparently we do need to go to APU first and then do that. Oh well. Well, look at that, I got perfectly pretty much on the line. I mean, a teeny bit off, but I mean, my best one yet. Well, that's it. Welcome to Salt Lake City. There's an ambulance on its way to pick up the lady with the broken leg in the back. And my condolences, you can have some free peanuts on your next flight. Well, I don't know where to... Yeah, I still have to decide where to go on the next flight this evening. But you'll know when I'm online, you'll get the notifications. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the flight, even though it was the crappiest landing ever. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, peace out. Bye.